Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of the series of building a custom Telecaster for the Shriners to raffle off for the benefit of the children of the Shriners Hospital. There's a couple things we're going to get into today. I'm going to design the guitar body. I'm going to show you guys exactly how it's done on using a program called Fusion 360, which is what's up right now. And again, I'm going to be doing some things to it that's going to make this different than a regular Telecaster. So that's why I'm going to call this a Tele style guitar. I'm going to bring in an attached canvas first and foremost. So I'm going to choose insert and go to canvas. And what this is basically a reference image for me to find the rough, shape of the Telecaster. So I'm going to go in here and make sure this thing is set up correctly how it needs to be set up, and it's 90 degrees out of origin. So I'm going to set that up right. So right now, if I were to create the design around this guitar, what would happen is it would make the guitar design the size of this image. Well, the image is not to scale. So I need to make sure that this is actually to scale. And if I zoom in, and you can see that there's a lot of different things on here. And I'm just going to choose 2 points. So I'm going to choose this 1.025 section right here, this span. And underneath canvases here, I can right click on canvas and go choose Calibrate. And then it allows me to choose 2 points on the image. So I'm going to choose this point right here, as close as I can to the center, or the point of that arrow. And then I'm going to choose this point right here as close as I can to where that meets. And I'm going to type in 1.025. And then what that's going to do, it's going to let Fusion know that that gap right there now should be 1.025 inches. So that's made this drawing to scale. One of the main things that you're going to see different in this design as opposed to normal Teles is that the Tele neck on most either custom builds or even on the Fender actual Telecaster is that their necks have a straight across back section on the very back of them. I choose to create a neck for my own self, and I've created a section that will actually looks a little different. It's almost kind of look like a Fender Stratocaster neck, but it's totally different. It's totally my design. So what I need to do is I need to bring in the profile of my neck, and that's going to be the basic starting point of this design. So I have this stuff saved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new sketch here on this same plane, and I'm going to paste in my my neck pocket, which I've already copied from another design. And then I'm going to basically match this up as best I can to where the guitar actually sits. So I needed to make sure that it's the same depth here on the front, and that it's as close to the center of that neck pocket on the drawing as possible. This is not really going to matter as long as it's as close to the center to get the neck straight, along with the pickups and the bridge to keep the strings from falling off the neck. You'll see back here on the back there's a gap there that I need to fix. I'm going to go ahead and finish that really quick. I'm going to do that with a 3-point arc. I can choose this point, and then just let the software finish that curve for me. So now I have a really nice curve there. I have my neck pickup, or my neck pocket set up. And what I need to do now is finish the rough shape or the outline of the guitar body. And I'm going to do that by using the fit point spline tool here, and I'm going to go around this thing, and I'm going to actually set it up this way so I can see it. And it doesn't really matter where I start, but as long as it comes back and ends on this neck pocket, I should be good to go. So let's put this a little bit in fast motion for you and watch me design the outside of this guitar. Okay, so there's a very basic outline of the guitar. Neck pocket. We're building a right-handed guitar here. That's why we have the cutaway here on the bottom side. You could flip this thing over and build this into a left-handed guitar, depending on how you cut the pickups and things. But right now, again, I'm actually working with a right-handed guitar in mind, because I feel like that there's way more right-handed guitarists out there than there are lefties. So I'm trying to maximize the profits here for this the raffle. Next step is to create the pickups here. This little indentation that's right here, these in between these two arrows right here, is used to change the actual truss rod on a guitar of this stature. I'm not going to leave this here. This is actually going to be solid within this because my truss rod adjustment on my neck's on the headstock side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this sketch again, and I'm going to edit the sketch to allow myself to put in the pickup pockets here. So let's go ahead and do that. There's the neck pickup pocket. This is a little routed cavity here to have some wires and stuff in, and a fuse if you choose to put one in there. This little section right here is drilled through the body. This is not routed with a CNC router, so this will be cut 0.687 deep. You can see this here, as well as this right here. This section right here will have to be routed out. This is going to be for the controls. You're going to be looking at the two potentiometers, the volume control and the tone control, as well as the three-way switch, which is going to be here. So I need to make sure that the bridge pickup, or the bridge pickup section is designed, as well as the control cavity. So let's go ahead and knock out the control cavity here, because it seems to be a little easier than the other. Alright, so we have both pickups in there. This actually has to be routed out right here as well. This gets covered up by the actual pick guard, so I'm going to go ahead and create this as well. Alright, so we got the control cavity, we have the back pickup, the bridge pickup, we have a little routed out section here for the wires and stuff to fit in, we have the neck pickup, we have the neck pocket, we have the basic outline of the guitar. Next is going to be the mounting locations for the bridge. So these mounting locations right here are holes that will get drilled through the front, and they will actually be the 4 screws that hold the affinity style Tele bridge that I have on there. And these 6 holes here are going to be for the strings. Some of these will actually be drilled through the front all the way through, and then the back side will get actually peck drilled a little bit so I can put the string ferrules in there. So the strings actually go through the body on this Telecaster, through the bridge, over the saddles, up the neck, into the nut, and finally the tuner. So I'm going to go ahead and knock these in here just so I know where they're going to be. I will probably make a template and design these on my own after the guitar is cut out, I mean. There's that. I'm going to put these holes in here just to have a spot to know where the strings are going to be. These should be 3/8 of an inch, 0.375. That's the string ferrules on the back. This one right here is going to be, I'm going to make this 0.15, just the same as the other ones. But that's going to be the hole that gets drilled all the way through. So that's the basic of the guitar body design there. I'm not going to need to do this, but I'm going to do this just for your sake so you guys can see what the guitar is roughly going to look like. I'm going to do some tweaking. I'm going to make an arm relief here, but I'm going to hit E on the keyboard to extrude this, and I'm going to extrude this to 1.75 inches thick, which is going to be the thickness of it. Obviously, these pickup sections here will not go all the way through. They'll just be routed in a little bit at a certain depth for each one of these. But this is roughly what the guitar is going to look like. I'm going to cut off some of this section right here to make an arm relief, so it actually comes in there a little less harsh there. and that's going to be done within Fusion 360 here. But I'm not going to bore you with all of the custom details. I just wanted to show you guys how I actually design a custom guitar using Fusion 360. And again, this is going to be the Shriner's guitar. So the next video you guys are going to see is me actually setting it up on a CNC router, cutting it out. One of the biggest things is that you're going to see in that video is that I have to make some templates to create a new hold down method for my CNC router, because the body blanks I'm making now are about 2.5 inches shorter than before. I was making them 24 inches long, and that's just a lot of wasted material because most guitars are not near that long. So I still can make them that long if a student wants a bigger guitar, but in this case I'm making a Telecaster or a Tele style guitar, so that's going to be, you know, one of the smaller sizes of guitar bodies. But that wraps up video number 3, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll be posting a lot of stuff from the classroom as well as this build. If you're not following along on TikTok, you check it out. Again, same deal. You can check out a lot of different things from my classroom and stuff over there. So video number 3 of the Shriner's custom build.